Good day, and let me say hello to the Bluefield State College community, our faculty, our staff, our students, our administrators, and those of you in the community who support Bluefield State College. This is the next in a series of campus updates on some of the things that's going on as we work ourselves through these uncertain times caused by the coronavirus. In regard to the situations on our campus and other campuses, we have a conference call 3 times a week with our chancellor, and the big topic of discussion there has been the Pandemic Education Relief Act of 2020 that was signed by President Trump last week, which allocates $30.75 billion to higher education. Bluefield State College will receive a portion of that allocation. And where we are right now is we're meeting and we're working together with not only the HEPC but here on campus to try to determine, first of all, how much funding we're going to receive, and secondly, what the purposes of that funding will be. Obviously, anytime you receive federal money, there's going to be certain restrictions or certain uses that we're directed to apply the funds to. So we're still working on that right now. In regard to the campus also, we continue to monitor and reevaluate the status of the campus on a daily basis. We're in constant contact with our local health officials, and we're still pleased to report that there are no reported cases of the coronavirus on the campus of Bluefield State College or from those who are associated with Bluefield State College but may be working or taking their classes at home. In that regard, the last week our provost, Dr. Ted Lewis, issued a notice regarding some changes about the coursework that's currently in progress. As you know, we've suspended all of our class lectures and labs, and we've moved to online delivery of instruction for the remainder of the spring 2020 campus. I will say this in that regard, that we're now looking at moving all of our summer classes online. A decision hasn't been made on that yet. Obviously, there's some classes that we normally teach in the summer that could not be taught online. And so we should have information on that probably within the next week. We've also extended the deadline to withdraw from a course and receive a grade of W, and we've extended that from April 3rd to May 1st. So now May 1st is the last day a student may withdraw from a course and receive a grade of W, and it's also the last day a student may officially withdraw from the college, which means dropping all of their classes. Students who are considering dropping a course or withdrawing from the college are encouraged to discuss the situation before you do. This could have a real impact upon your academic career. So discuss the situation with your academic advisors and your instructors. Talk to the folks at the Enrollment Services Center or another representative of the college before you make that decision, because like we mentioned, it's an important decision. Each student considering withdrawal from the college will be given the opportunity to speak with a responsive and a caring representative of the college. The Enrollment Services Center staff, Dr. Craver Jones and Dr. Ferguson, will conduct a brief exit interview of you, a brief interview with the student to facilitate a very positive action for the student, whether that means whether you're withdrawing from the class, whether you're remaining in the class, or you're planning to return to school at a later time. Now, if eventually you do decide to withdraw, you have to obtain a permit to withdraw form from the registrar's office where you will submit the form when it's completed. And the email address for that is registrar@bluefieldsstate.edu. That's registrar@bluefieldsstate.edu. Normally this time of year we have a number of financial holds that exist from people who have not, from students who have not taken care of account balances that they may have had. What we've determined this year is that if you do have a financial hold which previously may have prevented you from enrolling in classes in either the summer or the fall, that we've provided some flexibility there, and that financial holds will not prevent a student from registering for summer or fall classes. Once again, financial holds will not prevent a student from registering for summer or fall classes, and we look for our financial aid office and our student counselors to work with you so that we can get these account balances addressed but at this time we want you to be free to go ahead and register for summer or fall classes. One matter that will impact the entire campus is the Board of Governors is going to hold a special meeting next Thursday on April 9th, and one of the items on the agenda will be our emergency leave policy. Under this policy, the president will be allowed to grant paid leave to any and all employees who have been impacted by this crisis, which includes a personal sickness or a sickness in a family situation that requires the employee to be with their family. And by the way, this is whether or not there is a positive diagnosis. And this is an act that I will take so that no one will be required to use their sick or vacation leave. Let me repeat that. We will grant this type of leave once the board passes the policy, and this will be such that no one will be required to use their sick or vacation leave during this emergency time. In addition, we know all of the rest of our employees. We have about 90% of our employees right now that are working at home. They all are working, so leave is not an issue, and it's paid leave, so it will be paid. And what's important with both the emergency leave and the fact that we have our employees working at home is we want to be able to assure everyone that no one will miss a paycheck for the duration of the emergency, and we know that's very important in these troubling times. We'd like to ask you to do a couple of things. First of all, monitor your email. Take a look at the college website, and if you have social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, pay attention to that periodically, because we're trying to get as much information out there as possible. Once again, these are uncertain times, and we're doing things day to day, and of course every day there's a challenge that we've never faced in the past. And so we think one of the ways for us to continue to move forward is to communicate with you, the campus community, so that you've got the information about what we're doing, and that's why we're doing things like this, plus using social media and our website and the newspapers and televisions to try to get information out. Ladies and gentlemen, the health of our faculty, our staff, and our students, as well as continuing to deliver a high-quality education, is our utmost focus, and it's our utmost concern. So what we would ask you to do individually is please continue to follow the guidelines that have been set by federal, state, and local health officials. Make sure you take care of your families, say a prayer, and ladies and gentlemen, please be well. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon.